Most people are chasing their dreams like they're chasing shadows, always out of reach, always slipping through their fingers. But what if the reason you're stuck isn't effort, it's alignment? What if there's a divine pattern hidden in plain sight, waiting for you in Psalm 108? A blueprint that's been echoing through the Bible for centuries, promising more than comfort, it promises conquest. And here's the twist, it's not about trying harder. It's about unlocking a spiritual frequency that shifts reality in your favor. You're not meant to just survive, you were made to triumph. And Psalm 108 isn't just a nice prayer. It's a key, a weapon, a secret passage into the realm where angels move and dreams are no longer fantasies, they're fulfilled prophecies. If you've ever prayed and felt unheard, if your vision feels too big for your reality, this may be the breakthrough you've never been told about. Stick around, because in the next few moments, you're going to see how one psalm can change your prayers and your future forever. Psalm 108 isn't just another chapter in the Bible, it's a rallying cry for the soul. Anyone who's ever felt like life was slipping out of their hands knows the weight of needing something divine to hold on to. This psalm, it's bold. It doesn't whisper hope, it shouts it. David, the man behind this powerful prayer, didn't write it during sunshine and rainbows. He merged pieces of two older psalms, almost like someone grabbing broken dreams and forging them into a sword. Psalm 108 is battle-tested, filled with raw faith and fearless praise. And that makes all the difference. You see, when someone reaches for Psalm 108, they're not just reading words, they're entering a spiritual mindset where angels stand by, ready to move. The Bible is full of sacred treasures, but this one carries a charge, a spark. And once you taste that spark, well, let's just say you'll want more. Psalm 108 isn't timid, it's fierce. It begins with a heart that's already decided to trust, already singing, already rising. That's what makes it such an effective prayer. It doesn't wait for the miracle, it declares it before it arrives. People often pray when they're desperate, unsure if anyone's listening. But this psalm? It flips the script. It doesn't plead, it proclaims. That kind of spiritual confidence is magnetic, and angels respond to bold faith like bees to honey. When you wake up and speak Psalm 108 aloud, something shifts. It's like plugging your spirit straight into divine electricity. The Bible doesn't hand us passive words, it hands us spiritual weapons. And Psalm 108? It's a sword wrapped in song. Think of Psalm 108 as more than just sacred text. It's a spiritual toolkit, precision engineered for dreamers. Not just the sleepy kind, but the ones who feel a fire in their chest and a vision in their soul. The ones who know they're meant for more. That psalm? It's your blueprint. When someone's chasing a dream, whether it's launching a business, healing a broken family, or finally forgiving themselves, they need more than motivation. They need divine alignment. And what better tool than a prayer straight from the Bible that already carries the echo of victory? Those who pray Psalm 108 daily are tapping into something ancient and powerful. They're not hoping, they're activating. Angels don't just flutter around at random, they move at the sound of purpose. This psalm gives your purpose a voice. Using Psalm 108 isn't about just reading it, it's about wielding it. Like a blacksmith with a sword, you've got to grip it with intention. Start your morning with it, even before checking your phone. Say it out loud. Speak it over your plans, your family, your finances. The secret is consistency. Say the psalm daily for 7 days, each time visualizing your goal as if it's already done. Whether you're battling fear, self-doubt, or just Monday mornings, this psalm cuts through. Wrap it around your heart like armor. When the Bible says, God has spoken in His holiness, that's not poetry, it's power in motion. When you pray those words, you're not just asking, you're building. You're inviting angels to co-labor with you. And once you feel that movement, you'll never settle for stagnation again. Aspiration without power is like a car without fuel. It looks promising but doesn't move. That's where Psalm 108 steps in. It injects divine energy into your ambition, transforming wishful thinking into spiritual certainty. You don't just want any more, you know? This psalm is bold, just like every dreamer must be. It doesn't ask for crumbs, it declares entire territories. It reminds you that when you're aligned with God's plan, you're not begging, you're partnering. And when you pray with that mindset, angels start opening doors no man can shut. Real empowerment doesn't always look loud. Sometimes, it's a quiet, holy confidence that walks into a room with peace, speaks with clarity, and acts with conviction. Psalm 108 cultivates that kind of spirit. A spirit that no fear can tame, no failure can hold back. Everyone hits that moment, the one where strength runs out, where motivation dries up like rain in the desert. That's when Psalm 108 becomes more than inspiring, it becomes necessary. This isn't just a feel-good verse, it's divine reinforcement. It gives your soul something solid to stand on. You don't have to wait until everything falls apart to call for backup. Make Psalm 108 part of your daily rhythm. Whisper it on the way to work, declare it while washing dishes, breathe it in when the anxiety hits. That's how spiritual support becomes your lifestyle, not just your emergency button. The Bible doesn't promise an easy path, but it does promise you won't walk it alone. When you pray Psalm 108 with faith, you invite angels into your ordinary. Suddenly, the impossible starts shifting. And just when you think you've hit your limit, you discover you're only getting started. There's something powerful about hearing sacred words spoken out loud. When Psalm 108 is recited, not rushed, but declared with reverence, it doesn't just enter your ears, it pierces your spirit. It's like the Bible starts breathing right in front of you. That's the moment when words become transformation. A devotional explanation adds layers you didn't see before. It's like a map unfolding. Suddenly, every line carries a destination. Why does David sing with confidence? Why does he talk about victory before the battle? Because when you pray with faith, you're walking in a victory that's already yours. Listening to this psalm with your heart wide open, maybe while you're driving, cooking, or sitting in silence, can rewire your entire day. And don't be surprised if angels stir around you. Sacred words have that effect. Now imagine what happens when you live them. Now that you've seen the power tucked inside Psalm 108, the real question is, what are you going to do with it? Will you let it be another inspirational moment that fades by tomorrow? Or will you let it reshape the way you pray, the way you dream, and the way you believe? You've been given more than words. You've been handed a divine strategy. A psalm that calls angels to action, opens doors through the Bible's timeless promises, and ignites strength from within. So what's holding you back from making this part of your everyday battle plan? How would your life change if you stopped hoping and started declaring with authority? If you truly believe that God's promise wasn't just for others, but for you, let this be the start of something bold, something holy, something unstoppable. Watch until the end, and if this message stirred something in your spirit, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs it. Let's keep growing in faith together.